Near the end of my college years, the owner told me, he said, "Hey, Francis, come downstairs." No creepy little basement down there. He was buying cocaine. I had never seen cocaine. And so he said, "You want some?" I'm just like, "Nah, I'm okay." And then the next time this happened, I was curious and I tried some. I'm from New Carlisle, Ohio, and growing up, it was incredible. Everybody pretty much knew everybody. I was one of 6 kids. My dad was the hammer, my mom was the cushion. We ate every night at 5:30 on the spot, or we were dead meat from dad. Mom stayed home and took care of the kids, did the laundry. We went to church every Sunday, we had to. There was no choice in the matter. And like a lot of kids, we were into sports. That was everything for us. I chose to go to Ohio State, and my focus was having fun and working out. I was in the Air National Guard, and then I worked at Papa Joe's, the home of the bucket. One time, it was near the end of my college years, the owner told me, he said, "Hey, Francis, come downstairs." No creepy little basement down there. He was buying cocaine. I had never seen cocaine. And so he said, "You want some?" I'm just like, "Nah, I'm okay." And then the next time this happened, I was curious and I tried some. From that point on, the seeds were planted. As soon as I opened up that window, all of these things happened. Somebody introduced me to marijuana, to mushrooms, to acid, to coke, and eventually coke turned into crack. I was trying to make it in sales, but I was in a party atmosphere. I couldn't function. I wouldn't see my parents. I wouldn't talk to my family. Not go to church, none of that. So during this entire time, my mother and father, make no mistake about it, Dad is a great man. But here's my mom praying and praying and praying. And ever since I left home out of high school, she'd write letters. It would always be centered on put God first. Letter from Mom, November 17th, 1995. Dear Tim, I have the feeling you are going 100 miles an hour all the time and think you can't stop to rest. I want to emphasize how important it is for you to relax your mind and refresh yourself. You can make things easier on yourself by spending time with the Lord. When we try to do things on our own without His help, we make it harder. In Scripture, we are told that His ways are not our ways, and His thoughts are not our thoughts. I drove to Texas, not knowing what I'm gonna do. And PK, and I reconnected. Now here's a girl that when she was 24, she already built her own house. I'm 24 doing mushrooms and trying to pay my bills. She found out pretty quickly that I had this addiction, and rather than run, she saw something in me and essentially took me out of that environment. She basically said, "Let's figure this out."